I want you to listen to what I'm about to tell you very carefully because this is an unprecedented move by the President of the United States. The President of the United States just signed this executive order, which completely and unilaterally overhauls our election system. Number one, it mandates proof of citizenship before anybody can register. Number two, it requires that any mail-in or absentee ballot be received by the officials no later than election day in order to be counted. Number three, it forbids foreign nationals from making contributions into federal, state, and local elections. Number four, it directs federal agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security, to work with states to identify people that aren't allowed to vote. And lastly, it threatens to withhold federal funding from any state that doesn't comply with this order. It's a move that unseats the authority of Congress to legislate. It uproots constitutional principles. This is the Constitution. It grants states the primary authority to regulate elections. Now, it also says that Congress has some authority to legislate federal election if they so choose, but it certainly doesn't grant the president any such authority. This is federal law, the NVRA. It requires states to offer opportunities to register to vote, but doesn't say anything about mandating a proof of citizenship. And in fact, the Supreme Court in 2013 intervened in this decision, stating that states cannot require documentary proof of citizenship beyond what the NVRA requires. State legislature, the Supreme Court says, cannot legislate in this direction, let alone the executive. And then there is the Help America Vote Act, which says that the states have the responsibility to maintain voter registration systems. The executive order ignores all this and in fact directs federal agencies to work with states to identify voters that aren't allowed to vote. By what standards, we don't know. No matter how adequate or inadequate you think our electoral system is, the Constitution is clear. Only federal and state lawmakers can regulate that aspect of our life. The president has no space to regulate or to impose his rules. And yet, this executive order acts like the executive has unlimited authority in every aspect of our life, and in fact, forces states to possibly, potentially at least, break the law lest they lose federal funding. And then this administration complains because federal judges block their orders.